Thank you for that report, Jesse. Now, today, the Commission on Administrative Justice, also known as the Office of the Ombudsman, has exposed a corruption network inside the Kenya Prison Service. Millions of shillings were exchanged for jobs and favors, with officers openly admitting to taking bribes. The Commission is now demanding immediate dismissals and has referred both officers and bribe givers to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission and the Directorate of Criminal Investigations. Our reporter Vera Mura has the details.
The Commission on Administrative Justice, commonly known as the Office of the Ombudsman, has blown the lead on a corruption network within the State Department for Correctional Services, the Kenya Prison Service. A review of performance contracting returns for the 2025-2026 financial year reveals officers pocketed millions of shillings in bribes, promising jobs and favors in exchange for cash.
We want to build the public trust in the institutions. You remember there's a lot of trust deficit in this country, and especially in government institutions. It is totally unacceptable that the Department of Correctional Services should be at the forefront receiving bribes to facilitate employment of staff.
The Ombudsman's report exposes 12 officers linked to corruption, 8 of them officers within the Kenya Prison Service who admitted guilt, even going further to refund part of the money. A chief inspector of police and a sergeant acknowledged through an agreement of obtaining a sum of 600,000 Kenyan shillings. A police constable took 870,000 Kenyan shillings. A senior superintendent of police and a chief inspector of police each pocketed 800,000 Kenyan shillings. Another officer of the rank of a corporal obtained 600,000 Kenyan shillings. 2 other police officers took 990,000 Kenyan shillings and 371,000 Kenyan shillings, respectively. Although the officers are making refunds, what does the law actually say? Does returning illicit cash erase criminal liability? Or are these officers still guilty under the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, the Public Officer Ethics Act, and the Anti-Bribery Act?
Most government offices, if you are charged with a criminal offense, you can be interdicted. Everyone should have their day in court. Everyone should have due process. And so the prison service should use its own processes to take them through a disciplinary process.
The Ombudsman report further reveals at least 4 officers linked to corruption by soliciting and receiving money in exchange for recruitments, deployment, and other favors obtained between 134,000 Kenyan shillings and 3 million Kenyan shillings, but have since denied the allegations, with most of the cases now before the DCI. The Ombudsman has given all agencies 60 days to report back on the actions taken.
Also referred the cases to anti-corruption authorities to investigate and take action as per their mandate, because that is not our mandate. The other person we have also written to, as I said, is the IG of police, to be able to also investigate the people who procured the officers to give corruption. So the ones which are admitted, we're simply telling them there's an admission here. They have even refunded. So take administrative actions, which include summary dismissal.
A correctional services department at the center of corruption leaves the government with an egg on the face, undermining the ongoing efforts to slay the corruption dragon in government entities. Vera Mura, KTN.